Hello, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm doing a psychic reading for King Charles, Queen Camilla and the influence of Princess Diana. And my name's David Charles, international psychic medium, master of witchcraft, the UK's leading psychic medium, and thank you for joining me. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so. Give it a like if you like it. Press the bell icon and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, and make some comments below. So we're looking at Prince Charles, King Charles, I still keep calling him Prince Charles, I beg your pardon. King Charles, Queen Camilla, and the influence of the spirit of Princess Diana. And believe me, there is one. We're going more into that near the end. So first of all, I want to look at Prince Charles, King Charles. I'll get that right in a minute. I've been calling him Prince Charles for so many years. Right, let's have a look. Let's take a look at King Charles. Some of this may come out the way I think, because I've been getting messages from my spirit guides for quite 2 or 3 weeks now to do this reading for him, mainly for him, and the influence of Princess Diana, and of course the help and influence of Queen Camilla. So we have, let's tell you the negatives. Well, there's a triangle in their love life. That doesn't mean another man or woman. It can do, but it usually means somebody interfering. You may be able to see that. 3 swords going through a heart. 3 people in a romance. It can be the bloke next door in ordinary people's case. It could be one of your children. It can be another woman or another man. Of course, the swords in an ordinary deck are spades. Hope you can see that. So there's somebody interfering with their status. Probably not surprising. They're surrounded by lots of people, and I don't suppose they can trust all of them. These are the negatives. There's not that many negatives. The King of Swords. King of Swords. Another one that would normally be, of course, a spade. King of Spades in an ordinary deck. This person is someone that helps them. He's probably quite sharp. Not because of the sword, but he's probably quite sharp. He knows what he's doing. Keeps people out when they need to be kept out. Not negative, but you wouldn't want to mess with him, put it that way. He's not a negative person, but he's very strict, he's in control, and he's looking after the king. Queen Camilla looks after the king, but this bloke looks after him and keeps people out that they don't want anywhere near. There's not many negatives. According to what I've got here, well, this is pretty obvious, but you see the sword surrounding that girl. She's stuck in mud. This means that he feels stuck. Well, he's actually said that in public. He feels stuck, he feels entrapped, he feels like he's stuck in mud, he's getting nowhere, and he can't move. He can move, but he's obviously got to be careful because he's not very well. The blindfold indicates that he's ignoring something, putting something off, and the king, if I was talking to him, I'd say, don't do that. You must deal with things as and when they arrive. He does his work, we know, but there's something else that is avoiding, is ignoring and putting off. Let me know in the comments what you think that may be. Negatives. Well, he has the death card. That's not a negative in this case. But I'll get rid of that out of the way before the confusion, because that does not mean death, okay? The death card means the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. Of course, he's just become king not long ago, but that's not this. Something else is ending in his life. Something else is ending and a new beginning is coming. And I believe, and this is a big statement, but I'm going by it. I've said it before and got it wrong, but I believe this means the reunion of him and his 2 sons and trying to start again, put things in the past. So it's the end of an era. Not a negative thing, I shouldn't have put it on this, but there's not many negatives to tell you, but it's the end of an era. And I think new beginnings are coming. That means the death card can be sad because it's the end of an era, but it won't be sad if it's the end of the arguments. And I think the arguments will end, more or less. There'll be a few teething troubles, but I think the 3 of them will get close again. And it's sad to say, but it's possibly because of the illnesses in the royal family. We know there's at least 3 bad ones. So, negatives. This bloke here travels a lot. Bit of a nuisance, keeps putting his nose in where he's not wanted. This is a man that travels, and these are the ones, of course. In an ordinary deck, they're the clubs. So that would be the Knight of Clubs. I promise you I haven't been drinking. This is a person who travels a lot, never sits still, always on the go, a bit of a womanizer, likes the women. And I think that's Prince Andrew. So he does travel a lot, he has in the past. And it's somebody that can be quite irritating. That's not why I think it's Prince Andrew, but I think it is. And he's involved at the moment, not in a negative way. As I said, there aren't many negatives to tell you. But Prince Andrew's involved in this, what's going on with the King at the moment, and the Queen. So let's tell you some positives. I can't see any negatives. This one, quite surprisingly, more clubs of course, more ones. This card means things taking off, things speeding up, and it means travel. Well, I think he's already announced travel. That may not be a psychic prediction, but he's travelling soon, which tells me, well, the deck tells me, the spirit guides tell me that he's getting better, he's improving, his health is improving. And you'll see more of him, well, you will if you live in this country, in the UK. Well, everywhere, because he's on the cameras all over the world, isn't he? But you'll see more of him soon, because he's going to start travelling about. So he's got someone here coming back, but it's a lady, not a man, coming back from the past. And someone he knew years ago, could be an old girlfriend, could be an old friend. They're exchanging memories, a lot of reminiscing going on. We may never find out about this, but this girl from the past is very important. She's coming to see him, or they're meeting somewhere. And that's going to be reminiscing about the past and memories and nice things. What else have we got here? His life is about to speed up, as I said. This one here, a bit like being stuck in the rut. It shows somebody with the world in their hands. He's got the world in his hands, but he's still searching for something else. He's still looking for something. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's probably because he's been feeling trapped and he feels an emptiness and he's waiting for things to happen. But they're going to happen because things are about to take off. As I said earlier, they're going to speed up significantly. Now you may have noticed this card here, the High Priestess. This is a spiritual card, and it told me what I knew before we started this. I've been getting messages for 2 or 3 weeks now that Princess Diana is around the King a lot, an awful lot. The spirit of the princess is around him, she's watching him, and she's looking after him. And I can tell you now that when, up to the day that the Princess Diana sadly died, she was still in love with King Charles. She was still in love with then Prince Charles, and she still is in love with him now in the spirit world, despite what you may think. Let me know in the comments what you make of that. But that's why this has got Princess Diana in the title, because she's important at the moment. Since Charles has been poorly, not very well, she's even more, she's always around him, but she's more around him than ever now. And she's trying to bring healing. Well, Princess Diana was a healer on this side. So she's certainly a healer in the spirit world. And she's helping Prince Charles to get better. And then one more man, another travelling bloke. This is someone who's offering help to Prince Charles. I may be missing something, but you may know who this is. He's successful, probably a businessman. I don't think it's royalty, but it's the Knight of Pentacles. And of course, Pentacles in an ordinary deck are the diamonds. And diamonds are a girl's best friend. But diamonds in tarot readings normally mean money and finance and that sort of thing. So it could be something to do with the Duchy of Cornwall, his properties and that. This chap travels, is making Charles, giving Charles information, maybe making suggestions and offers to him. So things are not doom and gloom for Prince Charles. Okay, so let's take a look at Queen Camilla. I'll just put these away. And let me know in the comments what you think. Please follow me, pass me on to your friends, and make some comments and subscribe. It helps my alligator rhythms get me up the rankings. So I need your help with all this, if you don't mind. Oh, my eye itches now. Right, let's put them there. Take a look, Queen Camilla, and see if Princess Diana pops up in this reading, which would be rather interesting, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure she will, because she's around them. And I'd like your comments. Let me know. Don't put any naughty down there, because I'll delete it. But let me know what you think about all this, and let me know what you think about the King and Queen. and the fact that they are king and queen. Because I never thought they would be at one point. I thought it would just be King and Camilla. So let's have a look. I don't know much about this lady. I don't think anyone knows much about this lady, actually. She does keep quite a low profile. Right, negatives. Negatives this is the sword. Ace of Swords means negativity itself. And the swords, as I said, are the spades in an ordinary deck, and the aces mean new beginnings. But this card means you've got to get rid of negatives. So she needs to get rid of negative people, get them out of the way. She needs to get rid of negative attitudes and negative thoughts. She's got to stay positive. If I was talking to Camilla, I'd say, please stay positive. It's very, very important. But get rid of negative people, get them out of the way. Remove them if you can. Now this one is a man in a caring profession, which tells me, and I know already before this, that Queen Camilla's not very well herself, okay? She's got problems, and that will come to light in the coming weeks, maybe months. But she's carrying on, she's working, she's doing things, but she's seeing a man in a caring profession. I assume it's a doctor. I mean, it can be a religious person or a healer or a dentist, but I believe it's a doctor that she's seeing. And it's not a young bloke, it's very respected, been around a while, and she's seeing him, so it could be a negative, but it's positive that she's seeing him. What else we got? No more negatives really. She's had high stress levels, well they both have. You see these swords here? On one side of the water is calm, the other side the water is rough. That indicates stress, but they're going to the smooth water, so she and Charles are going to calmer times. And I'm losing my voice now. There's a child in there. You may know who that is. Let me know what you think that means. But there is a child involved in this, which is rather surprising, but they may not be a child now, but it could be one of the youngsters from the family. But they are moving to calmer times. So I think when Charles recovers fully, he's not going to be as busy as he would like to be. I think they're calming down a bit. There's an older lady, well, not an older lady, a mature lady here in Queen Camilla's reading, stern character. She's been a good mum in her life when she was younger. She's been a mother figure. She gives Camilla advice. You may know it could be a relative, but it's someone who gives her advice. She tells it like it is. If Camilla doesn't like it, she's going to hear it anyway. This woman gives Camilla advice, and she will be giving her advice now and helping her with all these troubles, because it is troubles for them. They're only a family. They may be royalty, but they're still a family. They're humans. And they get illnesses like we all do sometimes. So, where are we now? We have an older chap, a mature, again, chap. This is the Emperor from the Major Arcana. This signifies an old, mature man, a bit like a father figure for Camilla. May not be a father, it could be obviously an uncle or someone she knows, but it's like a father figure, an old uncle or something. And she talks to him when she wants to talk to a man for a man's opinion, from a man's point of view. He's important as well, so that's good. Let me tell you the positives. Well, he is positive. Both of these readings, surprisingly, have got very few negatives. So things are very optimistic for both of them. There's a picture here of Queen Camilla signifying that she's being sought after. So they want her to do things, maybe opening shops or hospitals, that sort of thing. So she's going to be doing things, but there may be times when she will do them on her own, alone. But I think King Charles is getting more and more involved as the weeks and months pass by. But I think there will be times when she'll be sought after and she'll do things on her own. She's quite capable of that, as we know. She's been doing some of that. Let's tell you the positives. Well, the stress levels are going down. Then we have a major celebration. Now this can mean weddings and christenings and birthdays, but it can be something else. You may be invited to a celebration that is not hers, but she's invited to it. But what it tells me is, even if there's not an actual physical celebration, it means there's cause for celebration if they want it, which means good news is around them. Good news is around the corner. You'll see Camilla is with two other ladies there. There may be 1,000 people there, there may be hundreds, but she will be with two ladies particularly. And King Charles, I hope. But it's definitely with two ladies. You may know who they are. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell icon, and you will be notified every time I upload a new reading or video. Look at this, the Two of Cups, of course the Two of Hearts in an ordinary deck, and hearts mean love, and that shows the joining together of two people. I know they're already married, but it can mean the marriage is being rekindled and they're getting closer than ever. Now sometimes illness can cause that, makes you closer, which is a shame, but it can, as we all know that. But I think they may be going away together, getting closer together, and they may, for a change, go somewhere a bit private rather than touring around doing official work. Let me know if you know anything about that. Then we have this card here, and more pentacles, and this indicates money, but in this case pentacles are diamonds, of course, as I said, but this means richness. So there's richness coming to this couple, and I think things are improving dramatically. You may agree with that, let me know in the comments. And finally we have, for this reading, the Fool, which of course in an ordinary deck of cards, this is the Joker. See him about to step off a cliff. The dog looks at him as if he's mad, saying don't do that. It means that Camilla is being advised by the spirit world to take more chances, to be a bit more risky. Or no, she's not a spring chicken, but they want her to take more chances, to go for things but not be reckless. So if you're watching Camilla, have a go. Try something new for yourself. Give yourself some pleasure for a change. You can't be working all the time. Have a go at something new. That's what it's saying, and I think she will. So as far as Camilla goes, her reading is very positive. She may have to see a doctor. I don't think it's anything serious, but she's not too well. But we'll see. Let's take a look at Princess Diana. Diana in spirit, of course, was Diana Spencer, and then she became Princess Diana for a while anyway. Let's take a look. I'm looking at the influence that Diana has on the King and Queen right now that she's passed away, now that she's in spirit. You may have your own thoughts on this, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Help my alligatorisms. Right. Well, surprisingly, she feels that there's confusion around, and she's right about that. She feels there's confusion around King Charles. I nearly said Princey and Camilla. And people are at cross purposes. Diana's trying to look into that. She's concerned that there may be a loss. So Charles and Camilla may experience a loss. It could be a relative, a distant family member, someone they like. But it can also mean losing money, but I don't think so in their case. This could be a loss. It could be a bereavement. Diana is telling me that there is a bereavement coming there. There's confusion around the pair of them. That's what I'm picking up from Princess Diana. And that's what she's picking up from them. However, you may see here a celebration with two children dancing. This, I believe, Princess Diana is instigating, helping to instigate the reunion of Harry and William with, of course, King Charles. But there they are dancing, happy, and you can see the joy there and the enjoyment of life. And I think that when this feud is over, they'll be so relieved, and they've just got to stop being stubborn. I believe that there's good news coming their way. Princess Diana would think there's good news coming their way. She's round them, she's guiding them, she's with them all the time. I've been picking that up for a while now. And there's also a male spirit around them, which could be Prince Philip. So he's involved as well. So maybe Diana and Prince Philip are teaming up in the spirit world to help the situation with the royal family, but mainly with Charles and Camilla. Believe it or not, Princess Diana doesn't dislike Camilla, because this card shows me that she's instigating for them to be closer, the lovers. She wants them closer, and that's what's going to happen. But they will have to make some choices. The lovers can mean you've got to make choices. So Princess Diana, to me, is more involved with this couple than most people would even imagine or even think, because they would expect her to be not interested, but she is interested. She's working, trust me, in the spirit world. I know for a fact that Princess Diana is working to bring this family back together the way they should be. I did mention in the last reading about Harry and Meghan that she enjoyed Harry's book. I should have said she enjoyed some of it, and people have been telling me off. But she did enjoy some of it, but some of it made her very distressed. And of course that's the feud between the boys and their dad. Well, one of them and their dad. But this looks good. Diana's involved. They can rest assured. I hope they watch this, or if you're watching this and you know them personally, tell them to watch this reading, because the royal family, the Queen Camilla and King Charles, have improvements coming. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to. Give me a like, that would be handy for my alligator rhythms. Get me up the ranking, so I need your help. And thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click the bell icon, and then YouTube will tell you every time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. Remember my motto, wherever you are in this beautiful world, think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you will be loved. And I love every single one of you. Take it easy. See you soon, and I'll catch you later. Just before I go, remember it's David Charles Psychic, International Psychic Medium, Master of Witchcraft. If you'd like a psychic reading with me or one of my team, go to my website, David Charles Psychic. I've got over 120 psychics that work for me, and they're all approved by me, so they're pretty good. And you'll see lots of things like witchcraft spells I can do for you to bring your lover back, things like that, bring more money to you. It's davidcharlespsychic.com. Don't forget to have a look and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching again. Take it easy, and I'll catch you later.